Hi Ranjit, how are you doing?
Hi, Sai. I'm doing really well. Thank you.
Yeah. Ranjit, I actually had a question regarding stagnancy. What is your experience of stagnancy? Yes. How would you define stagnancy in professional life?
That's a very interesting question. And why I say interesting, because I have experienced it myself. Stagnancy for me is defined in a way that you are doing everything that you are aware of. You are trying out everything that you know, but it is still not fetching you the growth that you are looking for. And in many cases, the fulfillment that you're looking for also.
This definition explains, what I have experienced. So, as per your experience, right? When does a professional experience stagnancy like situation in his career?
Again, these are all interesting questions, and thanks for bringing it, Sai. See, what happens is in profession, and I
Mhm.
can relate it so much to the IT profession I was in. What we tend to do right from the start of our career is that we start to define growth or success for us based on the tools that we know, the processes that we know, the systems that we know, and the skills that we know. And what I mean by that is I learning a new tool or being specialist in a tool becomes a growth form. And what happens is that over a period of time, when you rely on these things as you grow, you start realizing that you are changing the tools, you're changing the skills. But what is not changing underneath is yourself. You're still the same. You have learned new tools, but you have not grown in
Okay.
any way personally. There is no personal growth for you. You have learned tools, you have learned skills, but there is no personal growth of your own self. So when you realize this, that's when you feel that you have been stagnant because you have not grown. So when you rely to your question on when they feel stagnancy like experience is when they rely on external things like tools, skills, etc., as I said, as their source of growth or as their own success and growth, over a period of time, they will experience stagnancy. Because what we have to realize that these things are just enablers to our own growth. These are not growth for us.
How does a personal growth then look actually?
That's an interesting question. See, when you say a personal growth,
Uh,
let's say as a professional, as a leader, if I learn how to manage a conflict better, that's personal growth. If I learn how to handle a fear of something better, like if I have a fear of public speaking, but I learn to handle it, that's personal growth. I am growing while I'm learning the skill of public speaking. There is a personal growth. I am overcoming the fear that I have. If I learn how to be vulnerable to my team, wherein I am ready and willing to share my failures to them, which I never used to, because that will help in team trusting the leader that I am more. That's a personal. These are all growths that are happening within you that you are enabling for your own self. So when you engage in these growths, while skills can become enabler for you, that's what I meant by personal growth.
so similarly, how a tool has different versions, so we personally should also grow, along the way. Am I right?
Absolutely. We need to keep growing our versions and use tools and skills as enabler for us to go to our next version.
So basically, the profession, the relationships, everything which we engage on day-to-day basis, we should grow ourselves, through these enablers. Am I correct?
Correct. Relationship, profession, these are not enablers.
Okay.
These, your skills that you
Uh-huh.
learn, these are enablers. But once you grow yourself, as you said, in different version, it will start reflecting in the quality of various dimensions of your life, in your
Okay.
relationship. It will reflect in your profession. It will reflect in your health. So it will reflect in all these dimensions of your life which you mentioned.
Okay, makes sense. So, what do you think a professional can do? I'll again. So, what do you think a professional can do so that he doesn't experience a stagnancy like situation in his, professional career?
The first and foremost thing, when as a professional you are stepping into doing something, or you are stepping into taking a responsibility for an organization, one thing is natural is you know what you will go and do for the organization, because organization has an objective. The first question that you need to ask yourself is, what is that I am achieving for myself, my own personal self, from this objective, or fulfilling this objective of the organization?
Okay.
That's the first question you need to ask. He or she needs to ask themselves. And once you know that, then the next step is to see what is that will help you enable that objective of yours, or meet that objective of yours, because there will be various things that will help you to enable that for you. Correct. So I will give you a simple example so that you can relate it better. As a professional, my company would give me, let's say, a EBITDA target, that is a profit target. My company will say that you have to achieve so and so profit target. So now my first question is, what is that I am going to achieve through this? My objective is that I want to see myself creating a very efficient model of team delivery. So if I do that, it will naturally result into profit. So that's my personal objective. So in order for me to achieve this personal objective, I will have to do various things. One is, I would want to understand what is the strengths and positives of my team members. I would want to know my team members better. Correct. Second is, I would want to know what are the tools or the systems that will help me to enable these, meet these objectives. I would want to know what are the skills or the characters or behaviors in me which is important for me to see my team working as an efficient team. All these things I will identify, and I will start working on these goals. Okay. So what's happening is, actually I'm working on my personal objective. But that personal objective, since it is aligned to the organization objective, it will naturally give me the profit, because the more I make my team efficient, more it will translate into profit. I don't have to worry about the profit. Profit just becomes like a given. So you're getting it. So that's what you need to do. So first, make sure, always ask, what is that I want to achieve for myself, for my personal self, and then create enablers for that and work towards growing through that enablers. Two things will happen, Sai. One is, you will definitely achieve success. And most importantly, you will achieve fulfillment in this success. It will be always a sustaining success.
Well, this answers my question, Ranjit. It's much clear in a deeper way.
Thank you so much, Sai. I'm glad it helped you.